No one would have expected, inside a neglected garden shed in the Hertfordshire countryside, would be planted the seed of something magical.
Hello everybody, welcome to My Life with Ferrets, the weekly catch-up with everything that's been happening with our adorable ferrets' lives. This is Scruffles and this is Wriggles, and they are very, very interested in the salmon pate I have on my fingers right now. And with us as ever is our guy in the chair, the superlatively superlicious MahdDogg.
Superlicious?
I know, I even made up a word for you.
That's amazing. That's amazing. A perfectly handcrafted Russell word just to describe me.
How have you been, MahdDogg?
I've been good. I've been getting my health checked.
Oh, a bit like the girls then as well. And
Very much like the girls.
Good news, I hope. Ooh.
It's looking that way. I had a wonderful experience on Monday and today where I got injected with radioactive material and bombarded with radiation for 20 minutes. And I don't have any superpowers.
You don't? Oh no, that's so disappointing.
It is. A quick tip for anybody out there who has gone through a similar process to me: don't test to see if you will go invisible in public. Not a good idea.
Okay, less said about that the better, I feel.
I think so.
Well, listen, we have loads and loads of clips to show you this week, including, I'm very excited about this, coming up a bit later, we have the results of the taste test. If you remember, our Graham sent us some different foods to try. So, yeah, that's very, very exciting indeed. Don't forget, while you're here, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. And if you've just joined us and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I haven't got an hour to sit through this right now, don't worry, because over the course of the next week, all of our content that we show tonight is basically parcelled up and put into a handy little snack-sized pieces so you can watch it over your tea breaks over the next week or so. So make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and then you'll know when we've posted something new for you to watch. And then, of course, after we've reviewed our clips tonight, we will throw open the doors once more to our fantabulous 5-camera built for streaming ferret enclosure, and you will be able to enjoy the girls full time 24 hours a day until 9 p.m. on Sunday. That is, of course, if you're watching this recorded live over on ferret.tube, our Twitch channel. If you're watching it on YouTube, you missed the boat this week, sorry, but be there next week, 7 p.m. ferret.tube, and you can join in the fun and watch us make an absolute hash of recording this over and over again, right, MahdDogg?
We've been great so far. This is the first take and I'm really, really happy with it. Now you've gone and spoiled it and it's all going to go rubbish.
I've invited the gods of mistakes to come.
Indeed,
but yes,
indeed.
Very excited about this week's clips, so and excited to share them with you.
We do have some fantastic clips coming up, and the first one ties in with the one I showed you last week, because we discovered last week the joy of bags.
Bags more fun. Should we call this bags more fun?
Bags more fun, definitely. Let's check it out, see how the girls take to this lot.
So this is one of the games the girls really love to play. Ready? So this is another one of those, I don't remember if it was last week or the week before I was talking to you about occasional play activities that I do with the girls. So it's just, something that they only get a little bit of every so often so that it keeps it fresh for them. And so when I change the bin liner, when it's filled up with poop, which is about every 4 days, every 5 days, they get to help me open the bin bag. And they absolutely love it. As you can see there, Wriggles is just a Scruffles. So when you get a bin bag, first of all, off the roll, it's kind of all stuck together. You've normally got to sort of, rub it and shake it. And the girls do that for me. I just hold the edges. They snuffle around until they found the gap. And then you can see they wiggle their bodies inside. And then they just, they go a bit crazy. on each other.
You got a bag of ferrets. You're not going to get that from the shop, are you? And they'll probably eat the receipt in the bag. You won't be able to take them back if there's something wrong.
Unexpected item in the bagging area.
Two unexpected items in the bagging area. The scales at Asda would go crazy with these two.
They really would. You have to be a bit careful if you're going to actually use the bin bag, because they've got sharp little claws and they can get a bit overexcited. But
they can.
They seem to love kind of like jump. One of them will go outside of it and then kind of pounce on the other one inside of it, and then they sort of run in and out. It's just hilarious to watch.
It is so funny. It's like Wriggles, like, I'm the queen of the bag. You can't have the bag. Get out of the bag. It's my bag. It's a Scruffles is launching herself back into it.
I think for the ferrets as well, I don't know if it's the same for everybody's ferrets. If you've got a ferret, by the way, and you there's anything that they love playing with, do leave a comment below in the comment section, of course. Where else would you leave it? But I think they really seem to love the crispy sound of certain types of plastic and certain types of material, and it's that getting inside. They love to jump inside it and kind of make it poofy sounds. They seem to get super bouncy as well.
There's something about bounciness, and I think it's something that we should seriously consider for the girls here, because I saw someone in our Discord, which we have a Discord community that people can come and join and chat about ferrets and all kinds of things, but someone posted a video of a weasel on a trampoline.
Oh, yeah.
And I think the girls would absolutely adore if they get this much fun out of a plastic bag.
No. That's a flat no.
Oh.
Giving Scruffles a trampoline? Are you? You don't have to look after. I tell you what, when you come down and look after them, you can bring a trampoline with you, and you can take it away with you.
Right.
But she's a nightmare. Can you imagine giving her the opportunity to jump even higher? Where would she go?
Well, the only way is up for Miss Scruffles. Definitely, I think she'd be hilarious
It's
on a
hard enough to
trampoline.
keep her under control as it is, genuinely. I'm not letting that happen.
Not even a really small trampoline.
No. Sorry. I guess maybe once we got the outside run, we could put one in there. But then all that would happen is she would jump on it and then bounce off it and hurt herself. I'm sure she would. I'd be too worried about it.
Yes, that's true. She possibly would. But I'm willing to be there as a safety marshal. I'll do it. I'll be there. I'll come next time I come down. I'm going to get a mini trampoline, and we'll test the girls. Oh.
I actually don't think that they would jump on it very much. I think you'd have to teach them what it does, because otherwise they're just going to slither over it and be like, oh, okay, well, that's that explored. Next.
Well, wouldn't that be good content? MahdDogg teaches the girls to use the trampoline.
You've got to get on the trampoline. I could
put some shorts and a t-shirt on, have a whistle like a PE teacher. It would be fabulous.
There you go, ladies. Coming soon. Coming this summer to FerretTube TV. PE teacher MahdDogg on a trampoline with ferrets.
That would be fantastic, definitely.
Who's gonna croak first?
Well, I don't know. I'm really glad you can't see the chat right now. I have to say, well, no, it's not that bad. You'll be fine. So we do have our next VT coming up. Now, this one, we're not going to talk over. We're not going to talk over. But this ties into the healthcare and the feeding of our little floofs. Because last week you opened a whole bunch of gifts that came in over the weekend. That was in last week's show, and some of it was this. I actually quite like the look of that stuff myself.
Well,
some
yeah,
of the
Graham.
New types of ferret food.
Graham sent us, and I think it'll be up there, hopefully, the link to the gift opening if you want to see us opening these gifts. Last week we opened up the gifts, and Graham very kindly sent so a couple of new different types of food. Now, here's the backstory. Graham's thinking about getting ferrets himself now, having been part of this channel since its inception.
Yay.
And he was sort of, and we've been talking anyway about food, because Scruffles sort of hasn't put on weight in the way that we want her to yet, and you know, there's something wrong with her, but I still kind of want to try and encourage her to eat by perhaps offering her foods that she may be more eager to consume. Yeah. And he found these. I'd already tried the Ziwi Pets air dried beef flavour, and they were not interested. Graham sent the chicken flavour and the lamb and mackerel flavour, which is a bit weird.
Lamb and mackerel? Is that like surf and turf?
It's a really weird combination, isn't it?
It's odd.
So I said I would test them for you this week, and so I organised a taste test, thinking, okay, what I need to do is I need to put down 3 samples, only give them that as an opportunity to eat, and then leave it and wait and see. Now, I actually had to come down quite, because I was waiting for them to get up and eat so that I could go down and feed them properly, because I didn't want to just leave them overnight. Yeah. But in the end, they sort of got back up again about 8 p.m. And the experiment was finished by 9:15. So I then dashed down here and as you'll see in the video, gave them some more food. But what do you think? Will they love their James Well Beloved, which is the food that they have at the moment, or the Ziwi Peaks chicken, which smelled kind of nice, and lamb and mackerel, which smelled a bit fruity and weird, to be honest with you? What do you think?
Well, I'm going to hanker a guess that they're not going to have a refined palate like I do, so they might go for the mackerel and lamb, I think.
Well, if
I'm
you're
going to put my money on the mackerel and lamb.
If you're watching this live on Friday night, you're in the chat. I can't see your chat because you're too distracting, but throw some comments in there and let us know what you think they enjoyed the most, and we'll see if you were right after this. So Graham very kindly sent us some new food to try, and today I'm going to give them a try, a little taste test, and see if they like the new dried lamb or mackerel and lamb recipe. We've got a free-range chicken recipe. These are both the air-dried Ziwi Peak, or if they go for their old favourite, the James Well Beloved complete ferret food biscuits. Ready for a taste test? Should we see which one you like? Yeah? Do you want to wait any more, Wriggles? Or do you want to do it now? You want to do it now? Can we do it now, please, Mummy? So we've got chicken, breast, no, chicken, lamb, and their usual. So let's see what they go for. Very Scruffles. Scruffles are not interested at all. So Scruffles doesn't actually smell the chicken. Oh, so Scruffles has taken a piece of the chicken. You didn't eat any of them. Why not? Yeah. Is that it? Well, let's see. This is chicken. This is their usual biscuit. And this is the lamb. Lamb and mackerel, which sounds like a weird combination. I don't really think I would eat that either. And it doesn't smell. This one smells slightly weird. This one smells a bit like the beef one did from this same maker, which has got a weird kind of almost mouldy smell to it. Not mouldy, but it's just kind of a musty smell. Excuse the camera moving. Wriggles is deciding to snowplow the carpets. This is the chicken, which actually, when I opened it, I thought, oh, that smells quite nice actually, in a kind of dried meat kind of treat way. Wriggles, will you please stop wobbling the camera? And this is the biscuits that they're used to, which don't really smell of much really, to be honest, and they're very crispy. And the other options. Oh! She's taken the James well-beloved food. And they may not just be not hungry yet, so I'll leave these here during their playtime, and we'll see if they go and eat from any of the bowls when they get hungry. Trade as fairly conclusive evidence. Are you hungry for more? Should we give you some more? So I'm sorry, yes, and I'm sorry, Graham. It seems that they were completely disinterested in the other two flavours. So, or the other brand and the two different flavours. So I don't know, James Wellbeloved has it again, but I did reach out because there was some concern. Graham spotted a Facebook post on a ferret-related Facebook page where they said that a ferret rehoming centre said that they couldn't get James Wellbeloved ferret food for love nor money, and that, saying, it's probably been discontinued. So I have tweeted them, and there is a benefit to having a blue tick. They responded to me saying, no, we're still making ferret food. So no panic, James Wellbeloved, not sponsored, but if you're watching, James Wellbeloved.
Hello, James Wellbeloved.
Hello. Our girls love your food, and they just want to keep eating it currently. So thank you very much for trying. They do love the treats though that you sent. So we're having a lot of joy from those chickadee bits that you sent over as well.
I'm kind of glad that the girls didn't go for the fish and lamb, because there's just something wrong with that.
It indicates
I don't think it works.
It indicates an immature palate, I think. Or an over-mature palate, one of the two.
Well, it's like one of those epicures who just goes a bit silly and makes everything out of foam. But so that's food, and we had a bit of playtime earlier on as well. But there's, as well as we know now that ferrets love bags, one ferret in particular absolutely loves to play with balls.
Oh, balls. Yes.
Indeed. Can you overwhelm Wriggles the ferret with too many balls? Well, I'll tell you what, folks. You're about to find out.
Yeah, we hadn't played with balls in a while, and so I emptied the whole bag of them out onto the top of the tower when they went to bed. And when she's just woken up. She's gone, what? All the balls! All the balls are here. And you can see she's so excited. She doesn't know where to put her nose.
Look at her. She's like a child who's been given too many sweets. She doesn't know which one to choose first.
I love the way she just sort of like lifts them up on the end of her nose as well. She kind of does this kind of almost like a seal, throwing a beach ball up or whatever. She's this, and they jump up in the air. And she's got some ball skills actually as well. When you see her running around, I have an expansive, smooth wooden floor up in the living room when I take them upstairs. She, especially with the. You remember how she was with the Christmas baubles? Like, she just loves chasing the Christmas baubles around on the end of her nose. And she, up in my living room, she'll do that for ages, just sort of like running it around in circles and like really tight moves. And wherever the ball goes, her nose stays right on it.
Yay.
There she goes. Whee!
There she goes. She's off. She's got incredible ball control there. There's Premiership footballers who'd be like, I wish I could dribble like that.
I know, well, this is why we ordered the football pitch. I put the football pitch on the gift list, which Stuart so kindly purchased for us, but then it arrived this size, and there's not much of a football match a ferret can have on a mat that's that big. But they do love to run underneath it. It's like become an additional tunnel in their playground, studio floor playground, so...
Well, at least they're getting used to the lines in the show. Yes, Scruff's having a bit.
Scruffles, she's kind of like, she goes, what? Balls?
What?
There's lots of balls. Is this interesting? No.
Yeah. No. She's got things to kill. Things to stash.
She's just not at all. She's giving herself a good rub and then she slithers off down. But she's just, and you'll see she walks through. There you go. She's got a treat in her mouth. She's just like, get out of the way, balls.
Yeah.
And now she's made a path for herself, so she doesn't even have to think about them now.
She doesn't even have to consider them. And Wriggles is like, well, but there's balls. You missed the balls. Look. She's like, I know there's balls. I don't like the balls. I want to stash Shaky Fox.
It is funny though, isn't it? They're very different in the things that they like, and the way that they like to play, even. You know.
They're so different. They've got very distinct personalities as well.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting. I mean, obviously, I know animals have all got their own personalities, particularly domesticated ones, because they, have developed ways to engage with humans, and that's why we keep them around. I wasn't expecting them to be so markedly different from each other, in everything, in the body shape, the gait, the way they move, the attitude to toys, the attitude to me, even.
Yeah.
They really are. They are polar opposites.
They're both very different. Scruffles just wants to...
Yeah, Scruffles walks down.
She wants to stash the things she likes.
She can't get her teeth
just wants to push them away.
Yeah, maybe. It's funny though. She walks through the ball area and just sort of like accidentally takes, and I think she didn't even realise. She didn't even clock that Fluffzilla was there. And that then she landed before Fluffzilla, and Fluffzilla kind of landed on her, and she was just like, "Whoa!"
Like, you're not supposed to be. Yeah, get in your stash box.
Yeah, she's just ticking them off one at a time, and every time she knocks another one off, she has a little victory roll there. It's like,
she does.
Yeah, get off, balls. This is my tower.
Oh, that's definitely her thing. Very definitely. Balls is definitely Wriggles' thing. 3 left. Is it going to go up?
There he goes. And she has another victory roll. Look, she's just like, yeah, I'm loving that. I got the ball off.
That's her goal celebration.
Yeah.
Come on, do your touchdown dance, Wriggles. Come on, there's 2 left.
Is she going to get them off?
Go on, you can do it. Go on. Atta girl. Oh, there's 3. Or is that just...
No, it's 2. It's just she's moving it so fast it seems like 2. And it goes off the back.
I'm down.
And look, she does another. She gives herself a victory scratch.
Yeah, immediately. But yes, did it. Yay.
And I got bored of waiting for the last ball to be. So that's it.
Oh.
Over the course of that, it took I think almost 24 hours. Because don't forget, I've clipped together a lot of clips. A lot of separate instances of the motion detection. The ferrets sleep for very, very long periods of time during the day. So I just emptied it out, and I think it was 3 playtimes later. Or no, 2 after the next playtime as well, because you could see I went in there and put Fluffzilla on top. So for almost full 24-hour period really to clear those off the top.
Wow.
So if you've got any other suggestions of ways that you want me to entertain the girls and record for your viewing pleasure, then just shout. Pop it in the comments below. You know how it works.
Stick it down there. Look at the graphic on the screen that's coming across now. That one. Do that.
Do that.
For those of you who are watching on Twitch, I'm going to put that in later. Yeah. Okay, so we've got... we're still not done. We are still not done because other things came with the gift last weekend, and they weren't gifts per se. They were just something you ordered because as Scruffles and Wriggles have been losing weight, the harnesses that they've got, the ones that they have at the minute, it's just kind of Scruffles is able to almost get out of it now, isn't she? She's too small. Yeah,
it's barely holding her in now because she's lost so much weight. So yeah, thought I'd try something new.
Something brand new. So let's have a gander and see how that goes.
The other thing that came from our gift session was a gift actually I sent to myself, which is these harnesses. And we're going to try now and see how the girls get on with them. Do you want to try your new harnesses on? Do you? Okay, let's see. Let's get it open. The girls have lost interest already. Did you come back? So we're not going to need the collar for now. Oh, that needs ripping. There you go. Ingenuity. Right, you ready? Who's going to try? Who wants to try, ladies? So I guess that's goes on over the neck and that round the body. So we want to make this really as small as it will go. Imagine. Okay, that unclips like that. So I need to pop it over the head. Our old friend, Tuber Fat. Are you going to try it on? Let's see if she'll. Go head through here for it. Come on. Good girl. This. All right, Wriggles. Oh yeah. So that's as small as it will go. Pretty much. See how it goes. This is as if it were on a lead. Good girl. You alright? How would you try and get out? That was it. That was as easy as it was for you. And this buckle's not going to go any tighter. So, I guess there's some growing in to do. You want to give it another go? No, there's no point. It's not going to hold her. Maybe wriggles at a push, but oh well. Back to the drawing board. So yeah, she literally just slipped out of it. And in fact, if you go to a close up, let's see her. Let's maybe go to in post. Let's go to a replay. So let's go to a replay of that moment she slipped out, and you can see.
Yeah.
There, she's out, and didn't work. So.
Back to the drawing board for that then.
Back to the drawing board.
Back to the drawing board. There's got to be some other way of harnessing up a ferret. If you know the answer, write it in the comments below, please. Yeah,
if you've got any suggestions, or you have a harness that works for yourself and you have small, Scruffles is a very small ferret now, so I guess that's the problem. Maybe she just needs to put on weight, and then the harness will fit her. So hopefully we do have a weigh-in this week as usual. Saturday is Saturday, so hopefully later on in the show we will have good news about her putting on weight.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I can't wait to see that. So that's, for those of you who are watching on YouTube, that'll be taking place very shortly. You'll be able to see the results of that one. But I am dead excited at the minute because I'm a movie fan. You know me, I'm a movie fan, huge movie fan. And if there's nothing I like better in movies, it's two great big monsters beating each other up. Because we're getting King Kong versus Godzilla. That's coming. The huge CGI fest of all of that. But at FerretTube, we're not going to be outdone by things like that, are we, Kate?
Nuh-uh. Those of you who've been waiting for our garden cam to come, so we've had the garden cam that broadcasts live on YouTube 24/7. I used to point at a load of kind of nature installations, bird feeding stations, squirrel feeding stations. But a week ago, my carpenter said he was going to come and build the external run. It's probably close to 2 weeks now, actually. And so, we cleared it away, and luckily it snowed as well, so we had the area cleared. But so far he's not arrived, and I think it's been he was supposed to come either Thursday or Friday this week, but it's been really rainy on Thursday and Friday, so I guess he didn't come because it's been too rainy. But hopefully soon we will have that external run built, and you'll be able to see the ferrets frolicking out there. But in the meantime, I moved the bird feeding tray back a little bit onto the patio up there, and I thought I would use the outdoor camera, the wildlife camera that I've got, a little mobile one. I thought I would just clip it on to a bush and see what we caught on the on the bird feeding tray. And initially I thought, oh, absolutely nothing. There's hardly anything here. And then I discovered an epic battle of nerves had taken place.
Two titans of the garden cam are about to face off. Ladies and gentlemen, let me give you FerretTube's answer to Godzilla versus King Kong.
So I was so thrilled when I found that little exchange, and pretty much I think I'd left the camera out there recording for about 3.5 hours, and I was sort of scrolling through going, oh, there's nothing, and then that little gem. So it took quite a lot of editing, which we have some stories to tell about that, actually. So we're going to save that for the after show chat, which so you guys watching on Twitch as we record this will be able to participate in that conversation, and if you are watching on YouTube, then the after show Twitch bit, after show party, I guess we call it. That we talk ferrets, tech, we chat with the audience, and we answer questions, whatever you like, and that'll also be posted at the same time that this is posted. So I think it'll probably be linked at the end, will it not?
It will indeed. It'll come up at the very end of this episode on YouTube. You'll be able to go and see what we're all talking about, and then decide if you want to participate.
You can go through the full immersive experience.
Indeed.
So yeah, we'll talk about that video a bit more later on. But I think that gives a good flavour of what's gone on in our lives this week here.
I think that covers most of the key points. Most definitely.
What's the highlight been for you so far, MahdDogg?
Oh, it has to be the Squirrel Pigeon face-off. I mean, I know I'm biased towards the girls, and I always love to see Wriggles play with balls, but Squirrel Pigeon face-off, you don't get that every week.
Yeah, no, definitely. And that little squirrel was so bold and getting bolder and bolder and bolder. So I had a lot of fun cutting that this week. But I also really enjoyed just watching the girls play with both the balls and the bags. It always, no matter what's going on in my life, it brings a smile to my face watching the girls play.
It does. It does. I think it cheers everybody up. And that's why we're all here, watching the ferrets now.
Of course. That, and the fact that we want to see what they're going to get up to this weekend as we now throw open the doors to our 24/7, well, not 7, 24 1.5 ferret enclosure. Whatever will the girls get up to next? I had an idea. So it is Saturday is Fatterday today, as we know. So we're going to weigh the girls. I feel like she's still way too light, and especially having done that taste test last week, which you saw earlier in the show. She's not eating very much, you know. The majority of the eating is done by this little monster. You do all the eating, don't you? So, I just want to get her to eat something. So what I've done, I have made a porridge out of the biscuits. So this is James Wellbeloved, and I soaked it in boiling water to make it into like a porridge. And then I've added some ferret oil and some salmon pate. Not too much, but just a bit, just to give it a flavour of the stuff that they really they like to eat. So I'm So I'm going to try them on that. But I'm going to weigh them first, because obviously I don't want this to, if they go crazy for it, this is promising. Obviously don't want to, have them filled with an artificial weight. So let's weigh them first and see if you've got any fatter. I think you might have got fatter. Yes, I do. There, and put that. No, stop it. You'll be able to see that. Yeah. Okay. Right, ladies. Someone need fatty. Just a little bit. In the bottom of the bowl. Ladies, come here. One at a time, please. Thank you. Come here. Yeah, you go. Turn on. It's on grams. Right, wriggles. Oh, maybe you should just go in the bowl properly. 670. I wonder if that's a bad positioning. 668. 667, hang on a minute. 667. She seems kind of pretty central on it there. 667. So I'm sorry, Wriggles, you didn't really get a turn, did you? 667. And Wriggles is. Oh, Wriggles didn't get very much. Here we are. Oops. Okay, Wriggles 10. 67 and 878. Looks like 878. Yeah, she's lost weight again. 667. Wriggles is exactly the same as last week though. So, continued weight loss for Scruffles. Disappointing, but not necessarily unexpected this time. So, let's see if we can get her eating this porridge that I've made and some ferret oil. Everything is going just great. I think about you a lot. It's almost like I can't stop. Can't stop. Wriggles is eating it. Scruffle's not. You're not going to eat it? And maybe she'll come back to it. Maybe she's just not. But I just wondered if maybe you know, it'd be easier to eat than the crispy hard biscuits. You're a good weight. Yes, you're a little machine. Oh, really? Ow! Ow! No! Stop it! That hurt! No! Oh, that was actually some vicious biting there. That's not like you, Wriggles. Oh, she's gone to bed in the sulk. Show bedroom cam. I think she's sulking. She got told off and she's sulking. Are you coming out now? Come here, come on. I need to make that bed as well, actually. You need to make your bed. They're such troublemakers. Oh, I see a shaky fox. She doesn't trust me, the shaky fox. Oh, Wriggles! Just done that. Where are you going to put Shaky Fox? I hide him under my coat. Oh, you're going to kill the bed. suddenly realised I was doing something in the bedroom. And it was just this duk duk duk. And she came charging up the stairs. I just opened it up. Just do that. No! They are furious I've messed with their bedroom. There goes Wriggles. Just checking she can get in the folds. She's never satisfied with my bed making abilities. Update from the vet situation, because I know that I said to you guys that I was going to update you on that. When we started, we went on the 15th of January, and the poop samples that we'd collected across 5 days came back negative. I'm just going to get rid of that bowl because it's going to get annoying. So we went on the January the 15th, and the poop samples that we'd sent and gathered and been tested came back completely negative, completely clean. And so he prescribed steroids, a course of 2 weeks every day and then 2 weeks every other day, to treat potentially irritable bowel disease. We also got a treatment for ear mites, which we gave to them. And when I left, he said, check in with me in 2 weeks. So at the beginning of this week, I went to check in, phoned up. Turns out he's not there. He's only there on Thursdays and Fridays. So I phoned back on Thursday and I said, you know, this explained, this is me checking in. And then there was some confusion over, because she came back to me like a couple of hours later, the vet's nurse on reception, and said, we're going to do a poop sample. And I was like, we've just literally just done a poop sample. Like, I did a really thorough poop sample. It's the second poop sample that I've done. Why are we doing another poop sample? You know, is it for something, or is it just do another poop sample because you can't, you know, I was confused. I was like, well, tell me why I'm doing another poop sample. She got kind of confused and was sort of like, didn't realise that we'd done a poop sample already. And I know from when I went to visit them last, when we went on the 15th, there was a little bit of confusion during the appointment because the vet couldn't find the details that I was speaking about their previous treatment. And then he realised that they have two kind of electronic data cards, one for Scruffles and one for Wriggles, and they've been updating the Wriggles one and not the Scruffles one. So that kind of like solved itself. And so I said to her, you know, are you sure? It was getting late on Thursday, and I was like, maybe just check that he knows, you know, which animals he's talking about. You know, just check that you know, he's aware of the possible two electronic cards thing. And I'll speak to you tomorrow. And basically, the reason, you know, the update that I was trying to give him was that Wriggles seems to have stabilised. The poops are looking good generally, but there's like every few days there's a period where there's a few with blood in them and that look really wrong, and Scruffles continues to lose weight. So she got back in touch, or I phoned back again on Friday lunchtime and just said, you know, just reminding you, we're in this process and I'm expecting to hear back. And she got back to me a short while later and said again, we're going to do a poop sample. And I was sort of trying to explain that we'd done a fairly thorough one, and I was like, can you just explain to me why we're doing another poop sample though, because it seems mad to me that we've done a really thorough collection of poop and a thorough screening for everything and it came back negative. So what is the purpose for doing this now? I need to know, because it's going to cost me money, and it's, you know, it's going to be 5 days down the line before you even send it off, and then it's another week for it to be analysed. And, you know, what are they looking for? Are they looking for something new? This are all sort of things that I was just not sure of. Anyway, we ended the conversation, and she was saying, because there's still apparently blood in some of the poops, he just wants to do another test just to make sure that nothing was missed or something. So honestly, I don't know. I'm becoming I'm beginning to wonder what on earth is going on, and if anybody actually really knows enough about ferrets, and, you know, maybe it's just a digestive problem, and maybe I don't know. I don't know why we're doing another poop sample, but anyway, I've agreed, because in the end I reached a dead end and it was just like, you know, that's what he wants to do next. So it's like, well, okay. Then I was thinking maybe I could start taking things into my own hands a bit more, you know. Maybe, I mean, she needs to eat. I need to make food attractive. You know, if she's feeling a bit of pain in her stomach, maybe because she's got ulcers or something, and that's why she's kind of not eating, you know, not enthusiastic about eating. I need to make her more enthusiastic about eating. And maybe, you know, the act of actually having some food in her stomach and not just all the acid and the ulcers, maybe that will help. The other thing is that when we were having the treatment for Helicobacter, one of the prescriptions was Pepto-Bismol. And during that period, the blood in the poop completely cleared up. At the end of that 3-week period, the last week, their poops were looking really good. And they both put on weight. You saw that, I mean, you've seen the graph. And there was that big hump of weight gain, and that was when they were on, you know, they were on amoxicillin, another antibiotic which came in a blue form, I can't remember the name of it, and Pepto-Bismol. And I do wonder if trying, just giving them an occasional couple of days dose of Pepto-Bismol, just like you would if you were a human who had, you know, stomach ulcers. So you use it for a couple of days until stomach ulcers calm down, then you're fine for a few days, and then they flare up again. So you just have Pepto-Bismol. So maybe what I could try is just giving them a bit of Pepto-Bismol every now and again, just a 4 ml of syringe worth. She doesn't have trouble eating. She eats the chews. She loves chowing down on the chews that we've given her, but unfortunately they're not nutritionally complete. Also, they've got salt in them, so I can't give her lots of them. You know, but I feel like if I gave her those, a big bowl of those, she'd sit there and eat them. But you know, it's not got any bone in it. It's not got any organs in it. It's not going to be a healthy diet for her. It's got salt in it as well, so it's all right a little bit, you know, 1 or 2 treats a day, but not for her full nutrition. So I don't know. What do you think? It's something I take if I get pain, even after taking my usual tablets. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have thought of it if the first vet hadn't already prescribed Pepto-Bismol for treatment, and we saw a marked improvement after a couple of weeks. So anyway, one of my neighbours, Jade, if you saw the launch video, you'll have met Jade. She's going to be stopping into a chemist tomorrow, so she's going to pick me up a bottle of Pepto-Bismol. I'm going to try it on them. You know, I feel like this instruction to take poop samples again from the vet is not founded on this is what we should do next. I think it's based on what do we do next? So, and I need to be more proactive than that. And I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing to do. And I'm sure anybody, if you're watching this and you know anything about ferrets, and and you have information in that regard, then please do leave a comment in the section below, or better yet, come and join us on Discord. We'll leave the link in the description. But come and join us on Discord and share what knowledge you have. We've got quite a few ferret owners in our little community now, so any input and advice is very, very welcome, certainly from my perspective anyway. This is the first time I'm doing this. Oh! What are you doing, Rick? Scuffles? If I adjust this camera down, let's see if we can get a record of the food, whether or not it's enjoyed. Okay. We'll put the water back there, maybe. Give them a choice between regular food and this porridge. And that's their regular food. We'll see. We'll see what they eat over the next. Well, that is all from us here at FerretTube TV. The girls are fast asleep in their sleep box, and it's time I was asleep too as I prepare for another week of living with ferrets. And don't forget, if you want to watch the show being recorded and follow the ferrets' antics live, tune in at 7 p.m. GMT every Friday on ferret.tube. In the meantime, we have new clips, ferret tips and tech guides going up almost daily, so make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you'll know when we've posted something new. And this week is Safer Internet Day, so make sure you tune in to all of the content that we're producing over that on the 9th of February to help get the message out about how to use the internet in a safe and enjoyable way. You can also join our wonderful community on any of the channels that we populate. We'll put links to everything below. And if you really, really love what we do, then we would love to have your support on Patreon, where we'll give you early access to all the show's clips and an exclusive Patreon cam. And we've got lots more planned coming up in the months ahead as well. So thank you so much for watching. Links for everything you need are in the description. I hope you have an absolutely splendid week, and we will see you next week on My Life with Ferrets. Oh, Squirrel! She was so busy hoping to climb me. Oh dear, Scruffles. Did you fall in the swimming pool?